we're gonna go and watch the last video that I was planning for today. Um, and it was the one that I teased in the last live stream. So everybody put your happy faces on.
Modern
We're gonna talk about
liberal white
we're gonna talk about modern liberal white women. This video is called. Sorry, my voice is kind of going out by the way, but this video is called "The Manosphere Returns" by Noah Sampson. What I know about Noah is basically that he talked some shit about Ethan Klein, and then Ethan Klein crashed out real hard about him. Basically, he said that he was a accomplice in genocide, and I mean, I kind of agree. Uh, but that's about all I know about him. So let's see what he has to say about the manosphere returning and about modern liberal white women.
women are not okay. They have
They're
changed into
not
something called the awful. That's
awful.
affluent white female urban liberal. These young women are being bombarded with emotional content and it's making them lash out. And they're supposed to be having babies, but they're not. So they're just treating everything like it's a baby, including men, especially men, especially white
We
men.
need our
Okay,
hey,
that was
our white men, they need to be mothered by someone. Like once they leave the house, right? Like what are they gonna do? Like learn how to be self-sufficient? No, they need somebody to mother them. And you know what? Good for liberal white women for stepping up. That's what I say.
not my video. That was somebody else's video. That was a video we're going to be reacting to today from the channel
Wait, oh,
Homath.
this is a reaction video. Oh God, this was accidental. I swear. I did not know I was doing react on react content, but sorry to those who don't like react on react
For
content.
the last couple of years, we've been looking at some pretty heavy stuff on the channel, so I thought, why
Loving the
not take a
hair.
little break from that and return to a channel classic, which is
Giving
looking at
me
weird guys
giving me like 90s vibes, like in sync almost.
online and checking out what it is that they're talking about.
That's
I've
my
actually looked at this
favorite thing
channel
to do.
before. It was a couple of years ago, back when
Oh
I
man,
looked like this and sounded like this.
My favorite subject in school
wow, that hair is pretty cool too. He's
was
got good
math,
style.
and my other favorite subject in school was
Better than
art.
me.
But since then, things have changed. I got rid of all this, and Homath has grown to almost 1 million subscribers. A couple weeks ago, this video popped up. It's called Baby
Maybe me.
Talk,
Maybe
How
that'll
to
be me
Deal
someday.
with Awful Women. So let's
Do I need to do a right wing trad wife pivot? Maybe that's the key.
jump in.
If you're immediately reprimanding instead of listening and understanding, if you're offended by
Oh,
people's
bars.
lived experiences, you're the problem. Oh!
Woo! Okay.
Okay,
Homath.
that looks like it's his little intro. He starts the video out with a TikTok of some lady doing a little
Where
nursery
my hose
rhyme
at?
about something. I don't know. Let's keep watching.
You are the modern woman.
Probably doing some math.
You are in your car. Life does not feel quite right. Something is missing.
Ooh, what's
You
missing?
check the mirror to make sure it's not your meticulously applied makeup. It's not.
Meticulous is maybe going a little too far, but
You look
sorry. I'm not a makeup expert, okay? Like, what do I know? I'm a dude.
fabulous. You are the modern woman, and you have an urge you can't quite put into words.
Crazy
You
eyes,
let
dude.
the urge run through you.
All right, so this right here
Oh.
is what Homath is.
What's the urge? Indigestion? Gut? Heart? Head? What's this one down here? What's this one down here, dude? I need to know what this one is. I see gut. I see heart. But then what's this?
known for and what I most remember them for, which is these drawings. They draw up some elaborate cartoons to explain their theories about the world, and in this case they are using that TikTok of that lady to elucidate. So it's time to sit our asses down and listen.
You ask it what it wants. It
Do it
wants to
want.
play peekaboo games, but there is no baby here. You have aborted all of your babies and ghosted all of the men who might have proposed to you.
Dude, they always give it away so fast how bitter they are, and like how this is clearly like someone said like, yeah, fuck off, dude, you suck, and they're like, I need to make my entire YouTube channel around how I got scorned one time in like high school.
Because you are the modern woman.
Okay, so starting to get a little bit of a hint about what's going on here. He is telling a little story for himself and for his audience about what this lady's deal is. Did any of this stuff actually happen to this person? Who knows? It's just a lady on social media, and so she's probably had a bunch of abortions and ghosted a bunch of nice guys like him.
What an
Who knows?
assumption,
We don't
dude.
know what else is in the video. Let's hear.
You take out your phone. Who is here? Who can I
who's here?
find in the phone
Ooh.
to play peekaboo? What do they want
Ooh,
to hear?
AI, these white women, these liberal white women, they need AI to play peekaboo with.
You are the modern woman, so your mind floods with feelings of victimization.
Wait a minute. Aren't you doing that? Aren't you posting content about how you're the victim onto social media
True.
for the attention economy? Except for you, the oppressor is the modern woman. Am I tripping, or did we just watch that happen?
Women
Ooh,
are
what do
victims.
that's something. What's it called? It rhymes with like deactionary. Sorry, that one sucked. Ignore me.
Minorities.
It's reactionary. That's the word. Sorry, my brain's not working good. I didn't sleep well last night.
93% of the global population are victims. The phone wants to hear about how much you love victims. And it wants to hear this as if it's the baby you refused to have.
Wait a minute. Wait a second.
Ghost
Okay,
baby.
hold on. Home math.
Your
People
ghost
use the
baby.
term
All these liberal white women, they're ghost babies. They're talking to them. They're filling their brain with evil.
minorities in the context of country at the national level, not the whole world. He knows this, right? Surely he knows this. Hold on, let me check his Twitter feed. Whoa, boy, okay, I think I found something. Blacks will do this to every business and every home you allow them to touch. This is what happened to South Africa. That was in response to a video of people looting a Target.
What a brave stance to take in the year of our Lord 2026.
In response to a video from an Indian influencer, Homath writes, "How do we get rid of this infestation? These mindless things
Yikers.
only eat, grope, and stink, and Elon wants to shove as many of them as possible into your hometown." White men have two
What?
choices right now.
Elon is literally from South Africa. What is he talking about?
Take over everything, force it to work for you, and punish complainers until they shut up. Or two, allow everyone else to do this to you.
Those are the only two.
Okay.
Those are the only two historically. It's either white people are on top or black people are on top. There's no historical precedent of a society like living in harmony with the two of them or whatever. Like it's like I don't know. They talk about that, but it's like South Africa is the perfect example. The white people were on top. Like they had their apartheid, and then the black people rose up and overthrew it, and then guess what happened? They got equality. They didn't come for the white people. They didn't start rounding up the white people and throwing them in camps. They just they just lived. Like, yeah, it's not perfect. There's always strife, between people. But like they didn't just it's they white people just always assume. It's the same argument they used for like not ending slavery, is they were scared that like black people would want to make them all slaves or whatever. It's like I don't know. Do we really have to do this all again?
That explains a lot, actually. You know what that sounds like to me? It sounds like he's painting himself as the victim online for social media engagement. Ooh, double standard in
Hypocrisy.
online gender wars content. That's so
Hypocrisy
what a novel
shaming.
observation.
These
It'll
young
work.
women
It'll
are
work. This time it'll work, I swear. This time hypocrisy shaming is going to work. They're going to feel so bad that you're calling them hypocritical, and they're going to change their entire worldview. They're no longer going to be reactionary, and they're going to love women as equals from here on out, as long as you tell them that they're hypocrites. It'll work this time, I promise.
are being bombarded with emotional content, and it's making them lash out at the men they should be supporting. The internet has warped the mind of the awful, and they're supposed to be having babies, but they're not, so they're just treating everything
warp.
like it's a baby. Including men, especially white men.
To be fair, like white men want to be treated like babies generally. Like the amount of people who go from mother to like wife mother is like pretty significant in America. Like they want to continue to be babies. Like that's a lot of their whole problem is they never want to grow up.
and it's making us hate each other.
Oh, you see that? There it is. Did it again. Women are making us hate each other, bro. We are the victims of this campaign from these liberal white women who are supposed to be having our babies. They're
He's a great
supposed to be
drawer,
having sex
though.
with us, but they're not because
If
they
only
fucking
he could
hate
use
us and
his
they want us
talents
to
for
die.
good.
I think I will build a career off of voicing my frustrations for this oppression with pens and colored pencils on social media.
These women want to appear like they know.
I mean, I'll just say this. At least he's putting some effort into it, though. If he's drawing this stuff, like, I don't know, that's better than a lot of people.
Who are supposed to be having our babies. They're supposed to be
That's better than most of our little white man babies.
having sex with us, but they're not because they fucking hate us and they want us to die. I think I will build a career off of voicing my frustrations for this oppression with pens and colored pencils on social media.
These women want to appear like they know better than you.
He picked it in
but
such a bad
authors are
frame of her.
actually
I feel
losing
bad.
their grip on reality. They don't even know what their feelings are telling them to do.
Women be crazy, bro. Women do be crazy. This is actually so true. This guy's a fucking genius, but he knows it. People are letting him know in the comments. This guy's a friggin' genius. These videos are so spot
That's what I'm
on.
saying.
This is genius level
Everybody who comments this, they're all the babies. Like, they don't understand. They're all the babies.
psychological theory. If she wants to be in kindergarten, make sure she knows she's not the teacher. Brilliant line, man. The more I understand, the more I'm disgusted. Male, I think, therefore I am. Female, I feel, therefore. So
What?
true, bro. Girls drool. How about this one? How about this one? Women have the minds of children, remains undefeated. Undefeated against what? Who are these people telling this stuff to? Where are these people? Are these people in real life? Are these people real?
This beaver was born in captivity. He has never been in a river, but he's building a dam out of whatever he can find for a river
Oh, God.
that isn't
Oh, no.
there.
I know what's coming.
Because beavers build dams.
Beavers
That is
build
what they do.
dams. And, and women don't do math and are emotional. I think that's probably where he's going.
And women
Ooh, cat alert on the cam. Going back to the cat bed, of course.
nurture children. That is what they do. But they no longer have children, so they are scolding children that aren't there in front of a camera for an audience.
Anyone that makes a video that makes sweeping generalizations about the psychology of a large group of people.
I mean, I think they're just, if honestly, I think they're just all content pilled. Like, this is something that affects men too. Like, everybody to some extent is content pilled nowadays, especially if you're trying to, like, we live under a system that, like that destroys your ability to have like a decent job and like make it, right? Like, we're so far beyond like the American dream that like people like feel like they just have to be unhinged on the internet and it's the only way that they're going to actually make any money. And to some extent, like, yeah, they're kind of right. Like, there's not that much else you can do to make money nowadays, or it's a lot harder than it used to be. So like, I don't know, he's complaining about something that is just systemic and doesn't just apply to women. There's plenty of men out there who are also being unhinged for views on TikTok.
Should be looked at with skepticism, especially if those people are doing so using 3 or 4 TikToks of people that are kind of being a little condescending. Where it gets a little scary, I feel like, is when they
They're just
take
being a
that
little cringe,
meat
dude. There's nothing wrong with being cringe. Everybody's a little cringe sometime. I'm a little cringe sometime. Go watch my YouTube videos. I swear, I'm cringe all the time.
meaning they're supposedly drawing about what it says about human nature from those 4 viral rage bait TikToks, and then apply that to their program of state-mandated pregnancy camps or exterminating the vermin that come from India or whatever that guy was tweeting about. That's where things go from cringe, grifting, gender wars content to, you know, more extreme, violent, ideological capture, which is
Not that
super
much of a
awesome, and that's why I
difference.
love YouTube and social media.
Modern women grew up surrounded by images of pathetic men who need to be corrected by the women in their lives. And then they went out into the real world and found that white men were at the bottom of the status hierarchy for some reason. The reason
For some
remains a
reason.
spooky mystery.
Oh, here we go. Finally, a piece of factual information, it looks like. Corporate America pledged to hire more people of color. It actually did.
Whoa.
A year after Black Lives
Good for
Matter,
you.
the S&P 100 added more than 300,000 jobs, and 94% went to people of color. So from this statistic, Hallmark
Wow.
is deriving that
White men were at the bottom of the status
Yeah, I mean, that's like, yeah, the affirmative action stuff. That's been repealed now at the Supreme Court. You're all good now, buddy. Like, the Supreme Court overruled affirmative action. No more black people are getting hired. It's time for the white men to rise up. You're now at the top. congratulations. Now let's see how you do.
Status hierarchy.
But is that what this
I'm
statistic
sure
shows?
that their lives are going to be perfect from here on out now that affirmative action has been overruled.
Well, that would require more data, right? What sort of jobs are we talking about? How much money are they making? And what are the existing socioeconomic inequalities? And does this information change that at all? From the article, it looks like the vast majority of the changes in hiring percentages came in less senior roles, like sales, laborers, and service workers. White people still hold a disproportionate share of the top highly paid jobs, but the share of executive, managerial, and professional roles held by people of color increased by about 2 percentage points
2%,
compared
baby.
with 2020. But even such big one-time gains and losses represent a relatively small slice of the full picture. White people still hold a disproportionate share
of
of
course.
high-paying jobs at S&P 100 companies. And 3 years after
Like
these
5 years of Black Lives Matter didn't like change everything. Like it didn't change that much, to be honest. Like in terms of the actual demographics of people at their jobs and stuff. That's just like people like hallucinating. Like Americans are so reactionary that they see like that they can't help just like like they hallucinate. They hallucinate their grievances even when it's not happening. Like, okay, so you lost like what 2% of your white people at the top of the company, and that like ruined your life. I got news for you, buddy. Like none of these people were making it to the top of the company. Like they weren't going to be up there. Like maybe they got overlooked for like a minimum wage job or something. I don't know. But
changes, they are currently seeing the highest upwards change in household median income, anywhere from 2 to 10 times more than Black and Hispanic Americans. See, this is another thing that's annoying about dealing with these types of videos, is that all he has to do is flash one scary image on the screen of the whites being surrounded by the scary colors and say that you're being replaced.
White men were at the bottom of the status hierarchy.
And then we have to go looking for information to correct that claim. But for the primary viewership of his channel, none of that actually matters. Scary picture being replaced. Okay, Homath is returning to his charts, and he's going to teach us some more stuff about race relations and gender equality.
We use the
So scary.
names
I'm
that
scared.
people tell us.
That means I say who I am, not you. That's self-authoring. And that means I don't want to be told who I am anymore. I don't want to be forced to conform. I want it to be all...
this is a lot, dude. This is a big ass chart. I this took a lot of time. This dude, like, he needs to go get like a data visualization job, or like a, I don't know, like he just needs to go into like if there's a professional job for just making PowerPoints all day or something. Like that's what he needs to do.
be told who
But PowerPoint's not about how women suck and every race except white people suck. I don't know how far he would make it in corporate America with those types of PowerPoints, but maybe they could let him throw one in every once in a while, just like so he can get out of his system or something.
I am anymore. I don't want to be forced to conform. I want it to be all up to me.
Okay, and the problem with that is what exactly?
She's just using pronoun people as an excuse. The problem is, when she says, I am who I say I am,
They are telling you who they are. You just need to use your listening ears, friend.
she's not using her listening ears when we say who we are.
Okay, but only one of you is trying to enforce the standards on the other. And that's you.
This is also how you can tell who the bad guy is. She is making demands of you, but your demands are not her problem.
She keeps demanding that I stop misgendering my kid, and it's just she's not listening to my demands, which is that I want to misgender my kid.
She also looks like a beluga
Not
whale,
listening to my
and
demands,
ugly
which is fuck you.
people tend to be evil.
So I'm not sure I really get this one. One of the Homath diagrams is the hypergamy diagram that shows people 1 through 10 listed with arrows going upwards, and then the
Liberated.
ghost photo, which is the not people thing. That applies to like men that are 5 and below, basically meaning that ugly and undesirable men are not seen as people by women. They're typically pretty defensive of these types of guys and of ugliness in general. It's not usually used as an insult, but he feels totally fine doing that with this lady for some reason, and I completely have no idea what reason it could be.
So even though she doesn't know
yeah,
it,
probably.
what she's saying here is everybody has the right to choose their own identity and to be included, except for you, because you are
Except for
a
you.
socially acceptable punching bag.
Wait, this is literally me when someone tries
White
to...
men, yeah, they got it rough, man. Being the socially acceptable punching bag, like, I don't know, it makes all of that, economic privilege and, societal privilege just really, oof, Makes it rough. It makes it hard. It's just hard. It's hard for
Make
them.
me use they them pronouns. This is exactly what it feels like. This is what oppression is. I forgot this chart. This one's so good. This was in the last video we did. Here we have men shouldering all of the tax burden, and then women get to buy Lululemon with
That's
that.
true. They do really believe that actual oppression is like not being able to like use slurs. Like that they're like I can't say like this bad word anymore. Like, oh God, everybody just hates white people. Like, it's like being black in South Africa. Like, I don't know. They're such little whiny bitches, dude.
That money, and they don't have to
Sorry.
give as much.
I'm in a
So
bad mood, I think. That last video really bummed me out, and also, I didn't sleep that great, so.
not at all, really, it seems like. And the corporation also pays them, even though they're not paying taxes. And the corporation doesn't pay the men. Ladies, if you're watching, you know what I'm talking about. You know that what's going on here. This is real life. But don't worry, it's okay, everybody. Homath has a solution.
Tell me, no,
in the
no.
final section of the video. It's called
No.
The Solution. Let's hear what it is so we can figure this out.
Here's how the chart is going so far. I made it chronological, so it'll start in your mind and go to your actions, which go into the world, which then act on awfuls, and then they will have their own thoughts, and they will have
Awfuls.
their own actions that go into the
That's
world and
the
affect you,
women,
and it'll go back
right.
and forth.
Got it. Looks good.
There are
That's just what he calls women, right? Awfuls. I think that's what they said at the beginning, but I can't remember.
only two ways I know of to interrupt
This
the
is getting really complicated. Like, I'm gonna need another PowerPoint, I think, Homath.
baby talk problem. One of them is to just be someone she doesn't want to talk to like that, like
Jesus,
a boss or an expert or
How
someone
much
she's
time did he put into this? Did he make this, or is this something that like he just found? I see this copyright 2024, which makes me think like maybe he just found this somewhere, but like this is just so much text. Like the biggest infographic I've ever seen.
attracted to. This is, of course, difficult to do in today's society. Most of us won't be able to get
Like I've
much
never seen somebody work. Is it laminated? Did he laminate his like physiognomy papers like of like why women are stupider than men? Like what the fuck, dude? Why do you put so much time into this?
respect.
See, this is exactly what I was talking about with his earlier comment about how that lady looked. Ugly guys get no respect. Ugly guys are not people. Ugly girls, though, they're actually really stupid and ugly.
I'm sure
So
this
the
guy's
other
super
way
hot.
is to make her
I can
play
tell by
by
those
her
fingies.
own rules. Just sink down to her level and baby talk her right back.
There's a recurring comment on this video, which is essentially guys explaining to other guys how they freaking owned their wives in arguments. I think this sequence
I
is where that
own
comes
my
from.
wife
My
the
wife
other
once
day.
put her hands on her hips and said, "Is that how we treat our friends?" I looked her straight in the face and said in a stern voice, "If you ever put your hands on your hips and talk to me like that again,
This is just
you and
make
I are
believe.
going
These people always love playing make believe. This is all make believe. This never happened. This is some loser who probably has never even touched a girl in his life, just like complaining on the internet. Like this just you can always tell when these people are lying. This never happened.
going to have words." She has never spoken to me again with that kindergarten teacher voice. I flipped it on a Gen Z girlfriend.
This is
I
just
had a few years
Reddit.
ago.
This is Reddit make believe. Like this is Reddit coded make believe. They're just telling stories that never happened to other people who are just pretending like they have the same story or like I don't know.
During
To
an
make
argument
themselves
and
feel
said
good, I
something
guess.
like, "Please stop invalidating my lived experience," and she was completely stun locked. It was really funny.
So if she says this,
If you're immediately
On a
reprimanded
binder?
instead of listening and understanding, if you're offended by people's lived experiences, you're the problem. Oh!
you can go ahead and say something like, "But if you don't listen to my lived experience without reprimanding, then that makes you the problem, doesn't it, sweetie?"
Wait, yeah, that's exactly where they got it from. That is incredible. Getting off to and offering courses of ways to own your girlfriend. And yes, a lot of these guys do have wives and girlfriends. I think it's a mistake to assume that people that make this kind of content, people
Uh-oh.
that consume it, are
He's
not
talking
also
to me.
people that are capable of having relationships. You don't have to actually be an incel to be an incel. You know what I mean? Like, the meaning of that word has
Okay, I'm sure some of them do, but that story that person was telling on there, like those things, like that's just so much make believe. Like I'm sure there are some, of these types of dudes who have, touched a girl once in their life. Like yeah, I'm sure there are some of them, but definitely not that dude who was telling that story on in the comments.
Change from someone that is actually involuntarily celibate to someone that just gives off incel vibes, and this is the kind of stuff that is.
The guy is basically saying he feels this, this, and this, and then the girl sees only one of those four things and then misrepresents it twice. She changes the color and the shape and says, "Why are you always everything red square?" And the guy goes, "That's not what I said. I don't agree that that's what I said."
Here we have another virtue signal of victimhood from Homath for likes and shares and attention on social media, no less. You hate to see it. You hate to see it.
An example would be something like, "I'm worried about the economy. I see problems in education. Immigration is a big issue, and technology is too unrestricted." And then she says,
See, I'm telling you,
"Why
dude,
are you?"
this is why we need a guaranteed government jobs program for people like this who are relatively talented in like being able to create these insane infographics and draw these funny little cartoons, but have no artistic vehicle to put these talents towards. Like, we need a government program that is just like, oh, you like to draw stuff and make infographics? Well, I don't know. I don't know if we really need anything, but here, do this. Like, or like, give us an infographic about I don't know how water becomes rain or whatever, like evaporation. Like, and then like we can keep all these dudes from like going out and like doing school shootings or whatever the fuck he's about to do.
You so racist.
Wait a minute, Homath, that's not what you said. You didn't just say you had problems with immigration. You called Indian immigrants an infestation, a mindless infestation that only eats, gropes, and stinks. You didn't just say you're worried about the economy. You made a diagram showing that women don't pay taxes. They just get free stuff on your dime. This is like
Never.
ultimate victimhood stuff.
As someone who does actually have a wife, okay, I can assure you that women do pay taxes. I have to pay them. Like I pay our taxes. Like we pay taxes.
Why are you so racist? And it's like, well, that's not what I said. You left out most of it and you distorted the rest of it to fit your cranky feelings. So you're really not including my lived experience, are you?
Have you considered my lived experience as a racist guy who hates women? You're really going to speak over Nazi incel voices? Seriously? Somebody call this person's employer. Get them fired.
Here's a quick story about a time that I did both of these at once, and then I'll give you the chart. It's all done.
Well, thank you for the offer, Homath, but I'm going to have to pass because I think this video is probably...
They really go full Nathan for you too. Like they have these charts of like how to interact with people in every situation. But instead of like, at least Nathan for You's like diagrams for like talking to people are like intended to get a positive outcome out of it. These are like a diagram for how to ruin every relationship you've ever had. Like they just like it's like if Nathan for You came up and was like, "Hey, I'm gonna help you like." Yeah, destroy your relationship with both your parents and your wife, and all you have to do is follow these 6 easy steps. And it's like, okay, thanks. Like, what? Why would I want to do that? I don't know. Whatever. It was fun. I liked that video. That dude, like I said, we just need a jobs program for people like that. He's talented at making infographics. So let's get him in somewhere. If anybody needs somebody to make infographics, I got a guy for you. Just don't let any of your employees know that he has a YouTube channel, or they might get a little bit pissed off.